Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Denk, the new ambassador of Dub Energy. And I've got the Tesseract with me. So if anybody knows what the Tesseract is, it's a big deal, right? It's a big deal. But that's why my green screen's off. But without further ado, shoot, it shut off on me. Without further ado, let me bring on my very special guest, the one and only comic book warrior, Gabe Baez. How you
What's
doing,
going
bud?
on?
It turned off on me, man.
Hey, I got that power, I'm like Thanos. I snapped it, turned it off.
I think that's what happened. I thought of you today, comic book warrior. I'm a big comic book guy, and I picked this up, and I showed you earlier, but I'm going to show
Yeah,
everybody else. It was on clearance, and it is
yeah.
like so freaking cool. It is Star Lord's helmet. Look at that
You're
thing.
making me jealous right now, just holding that up right now. I'm just like looking like, man, you got that on clearance.
I am a huge Star Lord fan. I love Star Lord. He is the best. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. All right, let's start off with how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
So, my love for professional wrestling started around 2012, 2013, when I was a very young kid. So everybody knows this. I'm a person that was bullied at a very young age, and
Oh,
so
okay. I didn't know
one
that.
day when I came home from school, my grandfather he actually said, "Gabe, well, come watch Monday Night Raw with me." And I remember the match clear as day. It was CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. And at watching that match, I instantly fell in love with wrestling. And over time, I wanted to pick a career for myself. And believe it or not, one of them was comic book artist. And
Mhm.
literally, like, since I sucked with drawing, I decided to go with professional wrestling.
Right.
And so around 2016, I joined IWF in Nutley.
Okay.
And sadly, IWF shut down. And then I went to Damian Adams, who is a phenomenal trainer in psychology of professional wrestling. And
Absolutely.
and I met tons of like amazing names like Delirious, Cheeseburger, Fred Rosser, FKA, Darren Young, like Sean Bennett, like a lot, and Rip Rogers. I was really grateful for those opportunities as time went along.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Now, what is that title you're holding?
What title? Oh, this title.
That title.
Uh,
That's right.
so this was given to me by someone who is a representative of Weehawken and who I love to this day like family. He made this for me when I went on tour for Canada,
Oh, okay.
and I was basically crowned Weehawken's champion. So to this day, I am Weehawken's professional wrestling champion, and this is a very emotional sentiment to me because on one of the side plates right here, that's me and my grandfather
Oh, wow.
right there. Like without him, I probably wouldn't be wrestling. And he sadly passed away in 2019. But
Oh,
whenever people ask me like, who's your like biggest inspiration in wrestling, I always say him because he always taught me to follow my dreams and never give up.
oh, that's awesome, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's go to your first, since you covered your training already. Your first
Yeah.
professional match, who was it against?
That was against James Ferry in Newport, Vermont at ETWA. That was a very scary moment for me because it was my first time in front of a live crowd. I was at a very young age. I was
Right.
16 at the time, I believe,
Oh,
and
wow.
I
You're
was
really young.
skinny. Yeah, I was skinny at the time, and I really didn't know like if the crowd was gonna love me or hate me. And when I stepped out there, just hearing the roar of the crowd, like no matter how small or how big the crowd gets over time, the roar, it always feels the same. That goosebump you get every time when your music hits and you just see the crowd.
Right.
And I remember when I hit my spear for the first time, and I was pinning James Ferry. I like never felt so alive in my entire life, and that's when I knew if that feeling ever goes away in my time as a wrestler, that's me knowing like the clock is like coming to an end.
Man. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to an end. I'm knocking on wood, too. I don't know
Yeah,
if you heard that.
yeah, I heard it.
All right, let's go into favorite opponent and why.
Ooh, that would have to be. There's actually kind of like a tie, like a three-way tie.
Let's hear
So
it.
my one was with Justin Adams, who is at Warriors of Wrestling. Me and him did a no disqualification match, and we brought the house down. Crowd went crazy. Then the second would have to be HC Loke. We were in a 6-man tag, and I just remember like standing in front of someone like HC Loke, like ECW original, Ring of Honor tag team champion. Like honestly, that was like a surreal experience for me because I remember watching his career, and I was tagging with Teilhard Labyrinto, and like it was honestly a surreal moment for me. And that was in front of like 2,000 people, and I just didn't know how to react to but how to react going into the ring. All I knew is that the house was going to come down. And number 3 is to KB6, who is a wrestler in Canada, who I want to do another round with because me and him did a singles match in Canada, and he's honestly a phenomenal worker in the ring. Like honestly, like being no matter what type of match it is, whether it's regular triple threat, he knows how to bring the house down in every type of scenario. And right now, he's doing great for himself. From what I understand, he's currently the RCW Hardcore Champion in Alberta.
Wow, that's awesome, man. All right, tell me about someone you want to wrestle that you haven't wrestled yet, and
Fred
why.
Rosser, hands down.
So you didn't even hesitate.
I didn't even hesitate because here's why I want to wrestle Fred Rosser. Like, I did a training seminar with him where I had to wrestle him, and it was only for 15 minutes.
Mhm.
And in that span of 15 minutes, I learned so much of his movement, his mentality, his brutality, his intensity, and I want to be able to do that in front of thousands of people. And right now, like he's currently a champion at a promotion I wrestle for, Spartan Championship Wrestling,
Uh-huh.
and I want to face him 1v1 for that title because that I feel like me and him would be that. To be honest, that would be like a check off my bucket list.
Okay. All right. You really didn't hesitate. You were really quick on that one.
Yeah, man.
Let's go to second choice.
Second choice. All right. Second choice, it would have to be Mo Jabari, aka Kid Chocolate. He's
Why?
he's a buddy of mine, and I remember seeing him wrestle live in Brooklyn, and he actually helped me out with my career. And I believe that like being able to step into a ring with him would be a great opportunity for me to learn as a wrestler, but also would be a way for my career to kind of like improve with time.
Okay. I think some of the best matches are with some of the best your best friends in the business.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing too, because when you know each other in the ring, like you know what to expect from one another, and it's just like a really good thing because you know that like you're gonna have a good moment. It's gonna hurt. It it doesn't change the fact that every time you hit that canvas, it's gonna hurt no matter what you do. But I feel like when it's with your buddy, you don't have to hold back as much with another person. Like you could just go all out.
That is true. You could go all out. Okay. Let's talk about some goals you may have for the rest of the year.
My goal right now is to just have as many matches as possible, make as many crazy moments as I possibly can. And people are gonna be like, "Hey, what do you mean by crazy?" And I go, "I mean crazy. I mean like Drax the Destroyer crazy."
Drax the Destroyer.
But and right now, like for me, I want to possibly go back to Canada and do another run around. Maybe for the promotion I wrestled for prior, or maybe wrestle for Dungeon because I love Dallas and Blade Hart, like what they're doing right now with Dungeon. It's honestly phenomenal. And possibly get a match with Mo. That'd be great. And I want to do a tag match with, I don't know if you're aware, but me and my buddy Tanawak, we just recently started a tag team called the Vigilantes. And we wanted to make an impact in the tag team wrestling world. And we feel like with our two styles, he's Lucha, I'm strong, like I'm Powerhouse. So basically, he's got the agility of Spider-Man, and I got the strength of the Hulk. So it's like the dynamic duo that wrestling kind of needs right now.
I love how you phrased that.
I'm a nerd, dude. I know how to phase everything with superheroes.
Me too, man. I love superheroes, man. It's like I saw. What do you think of the current Marvel product right now? Not as good as it was.
Not as good as it was. I feel like after No Way Home and Multiverse of Madness, the product itself kind of went downhill because everything feels rushed. The digital work feels rushed, and I miss like how that suspense would come about. And right now with this whole like production of how things are right now, like I can't even watch it. I haven't watched a single episode of Secret Invasion.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't that great. In the beginning, I was into it, and then it was like, it felt rushed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
it felt rushed, and definitely not how we would think it would end. I mean, Loki looks great though. If you watch the trailer for it,
I feel like they put all the CGI in that one.
In Loki,
yeah, probably get that talking clock to get moving.
Miss Minutes.
Yeah, Miss Minutes. I forgot the name. My brain farted on that.
Do you think that the TV shows hurt the movies? Because that's what a lot of talk is going on.
I feel like it does, because with the movies, you can build up within the span of a few hours. But with a TV show, you have to do cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger. And also, it's on a streaming service. I feel like I'm going like really in depth here right now.
It's okay.
But like with a streaming service, there are no ads. So it kind of prevents that cliffhanger where viewers will stay and watch. So like when a show is regularly 30 minutes, like with ads, take that away, it's actually like 15, 20 tops. So it's kind of like the way the shows are, it's kind of killing the Marvel universe. Same could be said about the DC shows, like Gotham Knights, which was like, I don't even know why people watch that.
I didn't even start.
I didn't even start either. Like as soon as I saw what the bat suit looked like, I was like, nope, not even gonna give it a shot.
Not even worth my time.
Yep.
What are some of your collectibles that you got going on for comics?
So a lot of collectibles I have. I collect a lot of Spider-Man, and like I collect a lot of Marvel action figures. I'll just put that right off the bat. I won't go into what I have because we'd be here for a while. But I also collect memorabilia like weapons. Like I have Kratos' axe from God of War. I have Gandalf's sword. I have Zorro's sword. I have Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. Darth Vader's. And I also have a collection of masks. I have Iron Man, Batman, Darth Vader, Mandalorian, and a bunch of other like Power Ranger helmets.
Okay. I'm a huge collector. I collect a lot too, man. You're lucky. That's why I'm asking. I got the helmet and I got the saber.
I never liked the saber, to be honest.
Oh, I freaking love the saber, man. I'm trying to get this thing to turn back on while we're talking. The cube thing. I can't get it to turn on, man. Yeah, man. I'm a huge Kylo Ren fan. I love Kylo Ren. I don't know why, but I just do. I think he's great. Yeah, so I had to get the helmet. I actually got it from China.
Oh, really?
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe we'll go to another universe. Yeah, I got that from China, and then I collect some of the Marvel Legends. My hair is like messed up, man. Yeah, I collect some of the Marvel Legends. I was able to pick some of them up on clearance. So I'm like, I gotta get this. This is mine.
Mm.
So, are you the same way when you go collect? You're like, man, I gotta have this.
Oh, you
Did I
kind of cut
lose you?
out there. Hold on.
Did I cut out or you cut out? Was it me or you? Gabe, you still there? I don't know if it's me or you. Is it
I don't
me?
know if you're kind of cutting in and out.
Am I? I feel like you're cutting in and out as well. Hold on a sec.
You're lagging on. Yeah, you're lagging on my. Yeah, I'm still here. You.
It might be my
I don't know if
internet.
it's me or you.
I think my internet is going. Oh, Brandon, is your internet working? Yikes. Are we back?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. It's the
Like,
Tesseract, man.
all I know is I was booted off. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
It's
It
the
was the damn
Tesseract.
Tesseract. Oh. Instead of sending me to another universe, you kicked me off this thing.
Check this out.
Oh, that is cool.
I got this at a comic shop. It's a bank. I'm a big Funko guy, so I got a ton of Funkos.
Me too, dude. Me too. I have the Stan Lee statue one. Oh, that is dope.
My son just put like a bunch of shit away.
Best friends after this.
So we're gonna be like best friends, bro. My son just took 3 boxes that I got from Home Depot and filled them up with Funkos. They were on my kitchen table. I'm like the biggest kid, man. I swear to God.
That's what that's what we are, dude. We're just big kids with allowance.
That's right. Yeah, hey, man, when you work hard, you should be able to buy whatever the hell you want, right?
Yeah. My family thinks I'm crazy sometimes.
Oh, so do my kids, man. They think I'm nuts too. I got this Freddy Funko statue. It's like half my size, I think.
Oh,
I pay like $1,500 for it. It's the one that, if you remember, if you walked into Toys R Us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have that one.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I got it brand new. Like it was literally brand new in a box.
I haven't been to a Toys R Us and I know there's one in American Dream. Like I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, there's none anywhere near me anymore.
They're
all gone. Yeah,
I can hear the sadness in your voice when you said that too.
Dude, I remember being a little kid and just going to Toys R Us and looking at all the figures.
Right? Like whenever I do good, like whenever I had good grades and stuff, I would ask my dad or my mom, "Can we go to Toys R Us? Can I get this like new Batman figure?" And like they would be and they would see that I was like in desperate need. Like I wouldn't say need, I was in desperate like a greedy mode, I guess, of a new figure because like I was already a kid that had a whole bunch of toys, but I'm like, I want that new one. I was that kid.
Dude, you're just like me, man. When I see something, I'm like, dude, I need that figure, man. I need it now. Whether it be a Marvel figure, a wrestling figure, or a Funko, I'm like, I need that.
Yeah.
You're right. We're gonna be best friends. I think we lost the audience.
Yeah, we lost the audience. Like we lost the audience. They're not talking about wrestling. They're talking about action figures.
Talking about action figures and toys and stuff.
All right, back to wrestling.
Back to wrestling. Goals for wrestling and other promotions. Who would you like to wrestle in other promotions?
In other promotions, I would like to wrestle Sebastian Cage 1v1. He wrestles at Pro Wrestling Magic in Ridgefield. Let's see, who else would I like to wrestle? I would like to wrestle Encore. He wrestles at House of Glory.
Okay.
And Alpha at Battlefield.
Okay, I'm gonna throw something at you because I'm part of VPW out here in Long Island, New York. If I can get that graphic up, it's coming. There it is. All right. Do you recognize anybody here?
I recognize the bootleg Tom Holland.
Jack.
Yep. I see Brother Greatness right there.
Brother Greatness, absolutely.
Let's see.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. But yeah,
I love Brother Greatness. He's such a great guy.
I've seen his work like on the indies. I think he's a really phenomenal person. I never met him in person. I would love to meet this guy in person.
Okay.
Like he seems like such a chill dude.
He is. He's really, really awesome. What about
By the
Jack?
way,
Have you met Jack?
I haven't met Jack, but I think my belt's cooler than his.
The social media championship.
Yep.
That's the social media championship. What about Leo? You ever meet Leo?
No, I haven't. I haven't met anybody else, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
Like I've been wrestling for like 7 years now, and I really haven't met any of the top stars. The only other top stars that I've met are some people I trained with, like Tasha Steeles, Deanna Purrazzo, Electra Lopez.
Yeah, they're all part of the Damian Adams training.
Yeah, it's part of that Damian Adams cult, you know. Like we're just standing in a circle talking about wrestling.
I think I've definitely seen Deanna at VPW and Tasha,
Yeah.
and definitely Adam. He's been on a couple of times though.
Yeah.
So.
Adam Kerr, right?
The owner?
Oh, Damian Adams. Okay, I think you're talking about. When you said Adam, I'm like Adam Kerr, like the big guy.
No, Damian Adams. And when he was up here, I know he's in Florida now.
Yeah.
Bison.
Yeah, honestly, Bison, I loved working with at training because he, to be honest, and I know that he's probably gonna be watching this and like thinking like, yeah, you better boost me up, but he's a phenomenal person as well as a wrestler.
He really is. 100%.
And, I remember when he monkey flipped me in the ring. I literally somehow ended up at the other corner. Like he launched, his legs are that freaking strong like a bison. Just freaking slingshots me across the ring. And if I didn't see that and move my legs back, I probably would have landed on the bottom rope. But in my head, when I landed, I'm like, man, he's got strong ass legs.
He's a big husky guy, man.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to catch up to him. Like right now I weigh 230 and like I'm just trying to catch up to that.
And he's wrestling in Florida, right?
Yeah, I believe he's still wrestling, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Of course, Wendy Chu.
Yeah.
Is an actual former VPW Women's Champion. So a lot of good talent coming out of Damian's school.
Yeah, honestly, like.
And yourself now.
Yeah, me. I just did the douchey. I just did the Eddie Hall double bicep. Like, why did I do that?
You used to have people in the chat now. We lost them, man, with the comic book stuff, man.
Yeah. That's how we lost.
Bo Hunter said Warrior.
Yeah, Bo Hunter said Warrior. All right. Thank you, Bo Hunter.
I don't know Bo Hunter, do you?
Bo Hunter, I think that might be my dad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think that's my dad. Because I don't even tell him about these podcasts, but somehow he knows. He just pops up.
He's watching.
He's like the Flash.
He's watching you promote it, man. That's what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, like right now, I'm just I'm grateful for being a part of that group, and I'm also happy to see that a lot of people at Team Adams are going where they're going right now. Like Ray Jazz right now, I'm happy for what's going on with his career. Encore, Tina San Antonio, Pedro Donez, as well as like Ryan Clancy and Steven Stetson. Like I love those guys. Like especially Steven Stetson because he's a really like close friend of mine. He was a very helpful friend of mine. Like especially for me when I lost my grandfather. Like back to that story. Like so, 2 weeks after we actually had to do a show together.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember clear as day after the match was going on. Like I was an emotional wreck. Match was over. I go to the back and I kid you not, Stetson caught me right as I was about to collapse crying because when I lost my grandfather, I was a complete emotional wreck. And without that support, I probably would have been on the ground crying, but he picked me up. He gave me the biggest hug of my life, and it gave me that kind of like pulling together for me to go to the locker room, get changed.
Man. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to say, man. That's tough, brother.
That was honestly like, you know, I don't want to say this just like people are probably say, oh, he's talking about his grandfather at pity, because that's the way the world is now today, sadly.
Yeah, no. You can talk about
Yeah,
whoever you want on my podcast.
yeah, like I wanted to say it just because like I'm grateful for the people who supported me along the way, and
Right.
Steven Stetson is one of the many. And like I'm gonna name people that I talk to this day: Raymond Shaw, Steven Stetson, Tanawak, Kareem West, and Vic Vaughn. And these are names that have supported me in my wrestling career, and also members of the Hart family: Julie Hart, Beans Hart, and Junior, Blade, and Dallas. I love them all with like they're basically my family, and to this day, if they need anything from me, I'm there for them.
Good. How was your time in Canada?
Honestly, it was a surreal experience for me because it was my first time out of the country.
Okay.
And Julie Hart, who's my best buddy, who I love to this day, showed me around. She showed me the sights of Canada. She showed me the Stampede, and to be able to stand there to see where Brett started his career was surreal. Like I actually had a photo where, like, she wanted me to look straight at the camera, but I was like a kid. I couldn't help but look around because just imagining that place filled with people, the ring dead center, and this was me in my head. I want to wrestle here, and that's where Dungeon is holding most of their shows. Sorry if I'm like burping. It's because I just had seltzer, like seltzer water.
Okay.
So I'm like getting gassy as I'm going. But after that, she actually took me to see Owen Hart's grave, and that was
wow.
that was a surreal moment for me. Like to have that honor of being there.
Wow.
I felt it felt like an honor. I didn't really like feel I should be there because like that was a family thing, and then like Julie said, like I'm basically a part of the family, and that kind of like warmed my heart a bit, and to be able to stand there just to see a man that changed the business in a way. And
Right. Absolutely.
and then I met the rest of the Hart family. I met Bruce Hart, phenomenal guy. Like it was during an RCW show, and me and him were talking while the show was going on, and like he gave me such great knowledge about the business. Like he gave me his number at the end of the show, and then I hung out with Blade Hart, and he's honestly like one of the nicest dudes of all time. But and then I did the tour, and then when the tour came to an end, I hung out with everybody for one last time before I went home.
Uh-huh.
And my mom was like always checking in on me while I was on tour. Because my mom, she supported my career when I wanted to be a wrestler. And so when I was in Canada, she would message me nonstop going, "Hey Gabe, how's Canada? Hey Gabe, how's Canada? Hey Gabe, how's Canada?" And it was a bit like bit annoying, but it shows that like she cared and she was worried about me. And I just sent her selfies of me at shows, just having a blast, having a great time.
That's awesome, man. That's a great story, man. Good stuff, man. I'm happy for you, man. My new bestie right there.
Yay, buddy! I hope you got a show, dude, so I could like give you like a good old bear hug.
Yeah, don't be surprised how tall I am, because PJ Savage thought I was like, he's like, I thought you were small, man. I was like, no, bro, I'm 6'3".
Oh, I could easily bear hug you though. I'm like 6'3", I'm 5'7". Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like right by your chest. We're good.
Listen, you can come hug me and all that stuff, but you can't challenge me for my 23-6 YouTube Heavyweight Championship, the most coveted title in all of YouTube, just so you know, Gabe.
Oh, is that a fact?
It is. Look.
So you're not gonna do title for title, huh?
Maybe I'll have my agent call your agent.
Oh, okay.
PJ Savage tried to challenge me, but I ran away from him. The SATs, they're like, "Oh, you gotta defend your championship." I'm like, "Dude, I gotta go."
Well, there's my ride.
That's my ride. But yeah, man, definitely, I would definitely, I'm sure our paths will cross somewhere as I branch out to other promotions. Because I
Sounds
originally
great.
started in BPW, then I went to Wrestling Is Now with the SATs, and now I'm doing Titan in
Nice.
September. So like, I'm getting out there, man. So yeah, hopefully our paths will definitely cross someday.
Yeah, like to be honest, going out there, going to different places. Like right now, I'm wrestling September 16th in Pittsfield, Massachusetts for XWA, and I'm really happy for that because I've
Awesome.
wrestled in New York, Vermont, and New Jersey and PA.
Mhm.
I want to start branching out more. Like I'm gonna reach out to Labyrinto soon about doing a show in California because I really want to. I want to go out there more. I want to explore more because keep in mind I'm only 21 and I want to
Yeah, definitely.
and I'm still young and I want to push my career as much as possible. Like right now, like I'm pushing myself, like getting the slam buddies done, getting tank tops done.
Yeah.
DM me
No,
if you guys
definitely.
want one.
Look at that.
DM
That thing
me.
is dope.
Thank you, thank you. It was done. The artwork was done by Bitter Chain, and I'm honestly grateful for his artwork. He designed my Green Ranger gear, which I still haven't debuted yet. Don't worry, I'm gonna
Ooh,
debut it soon.
I gotta see
Probably at
that.
a year. And as well as like a lot of these like moments like where you realize that like you're doing what you love and like for example when I launched my first comic book like that's what I do with my character by the way I launch whenever I have a match certain matches anyway I
Mhm.
turn my matches into comic books.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I love it with a passion. Like right now, Shattered Mind, which is still in the works right now, is going to be the first fully animated comic book of my career. Because usually, what I do with the match is I have consent from the promotion. I just want to point that out there first.
Uh,
That I screenshot the videos and I make it actual comic books. Spicy
spicy
Panda.
pandas. You know who that
What
is.
a name!
I thought you knew them. I'd never seen them before. I thought you.
Uh, I'm like, wait, spicy, spicy Panda Express?
I thought you knew them. They've never been in my chat before.
I don't know who that is either. So I'm like, what kind of who is Spicy Panda?
Oh my god, man! Holy shit! I'm gonna die over here of a heart attack.
We both did like a sign to her, like
We
who?
both went, huh? Who?
We were like that meme. Who?
That's right.
Where?
We got somebody else. I don't know these people. They're coming on. Mike Marrero.
Oh, that's a wrestler. That's my
Okay.
buddy.
Okay. What's up, Mike?
Mikey.
Mike, do you know Spicy Panda?
I don't know who Spicy Panda is. I think it's just a random fan.
Probably. Your fan, probably not my fan.
Now they want the Tesseract. They want the
They were,
Tesseract.
yo man, I turned off again. Gosh darn it! You know how hard it is to turn this on?
I don't know.
Mike says no. He doesn't. He doesn't know
He's like,
Spicy Panda.
he's like, nope, not at all. Keep that away from me.
I'm gonna turn this thing on again while we finish chatting. We got a couple of more minutes.
Yeah.
Plug away on stuff you got coming up before we go into the final question, I guess, as I'm trying
So
to figure this out.
So right now, to be announced, Azteca is going to be doing a show called Warzone, and I'm going to be taking on Nick Thompson for his war title. And so, for those of you that don't know this little story that's going on, I was a little annoyed with the way Nick Thompson is at Azteca. He's drinking Prime Energy, and also I don't know if you drink Prime or not. It tastes like pure perfume. It is disgusting. It is horrendous. I do not know why it is a drink. And he's going around calling himself the greatest champion of all time, but he's only had one title defense. One. And he's going on this near year-long reign. And I'm like, this guy needs to stop running his mouth. And so there was a tournament to crown the first ever Latino Americano champion. I was facing Andy Header. I was about to get the W. What does Nick Thompson do? Jumps Andy so I could get DQ'd.
What?
And then he jumps me. And then he tries to take my helmet, which is something you never, ever do. So while he was gloating backstage, I kind of returned the favor, bashed his head in, gave him a
Nice.
couple headbutts. I'm happy with that. And now, with the board of directors from Azteca, I kind of got myself a little retribution. So I'm happy with that. And Nick, I don't know if you're watching or not, buddy, but hold on to my baby close. Because I'm coming for that title.
Awesome. All right, and I'm sure you're gonna take it back. I don't know who Juan is, but what's up, Juan?
Thank you, Juan, for the love, bro.
Do you know who that is?
I know who that is.
I definitely know who this person is coming up. Skills the Great. What is up, Skills?
And also, I'm excited to announce that the Vigilantes, even though we're not going to be teaming up, we're going to be in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, September 16th for XWA. So be sure to come see us. It's going to be an amazing experience, amazing time, and I hope to see you soon, man. Because honestly, you seem like a really nice dude. I expect a hug, and we need a photo together. So
we definitely need a photo, man. And if I'm at an event you're at, you'll be in my vlog. Look at that thing. I'm gonna bring this.
You're making me more and more jealous, man. Like when you're holding that up, I'm like, man, he's got the freaking.
What would you rather have more, the Tesseract or Star-Lord's helmet?
Oh, Star-Lord's helmet, because I'd wear that every day in the house. I wear most of my helmets every day in the house anyway. So
when I walked in with it, my son's like, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, "Fucking Star-Lord's helmet. I couldn't pass it up for $40." Juan says, "What's this I heard about Vigilantes?"
So let's backtrack. So the Vigilantes, it's a little tag team that me and my buddy Tanawak, who is also the SCW World Heavyweight Champion, who's paved the way at SCW. We decided that we both kind of have the same goal. We want to bring hope to the world. We kind of want to stop the injustice in pro wrestling and bring the justice to wrestling. So we decided to form a little tag team called the Vigilantes. And the only reason why we call ourselves the Vigilantes is because we don't answer to anybody. We don't have any laws. We just do what we believe is right. We give the beatings to the cruel. We lay out our own brand of justice. That is what our mission is. We want to bring justice to the world without having any higher power to obey or without having to follow any laws. If we want to do what we believe is right, we'll go do it.
All right. Did that answer your question, Juan? Mike says time is coming.
Oh, yeah. Mike says dinner time.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's dinner time.
Gabe, man, thank you for coming on the podcast. I had so much fun talking to you, man.
Bro, I feel like me and you should start our own podcast just talking about comic books.
We should, man. Yo, my cousin always says you should just talk about stuff, like figures and Marvel and Star Wars. I'm like, you're probably right. We should start our own podcast.
I'm down, bro.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. We should do it at least once a month.
Yeah, once a month.
Like a recap thing.
Yeah, weekend thing.
What do you think, Mike? Would you watch us do our
he
pop
gave
culture moment?
He gave the approval.
He got the approval. Serena's gonna go nuts on me. He's like, "What do you mean you're gonna do another podcast? You got enough stuff going on, blah blah blah." Well, we could do like a thing. We'll figure it out. We'll talk, man. We'll talk. So where can everybody follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram, Comic Book Warriors, my social media handle. Same goes for Facebook and Twitter. And you can also find me on YouTube. I don't really post that much on TikTok, but if you can find me on there, great. I just hate TikTok, to be honest. I don't really post on there. But yeah, if anybody wants to reach out for merch, you could DM me personally, and I'll give you everything that we have in the shop. Just a little snippet. We have posters, 8x10s, hats, tank tops, t-shirts, and coming soon, Slam Buddies. So in case anybody holds a grudge against me, they could use me as a therapy doll.
That's right.
And I just imagine my mom.
Bo Hunter's in on the pop culture thing.
Yeah. Oh, he's in. Of course he's in. He's the one that got me into comic books.
What are you thinking of before we go, man? What are you thinking of the current Spider-Man storyline?
Like,
now I haven't really read comics in a while.
Yeah.
But I started to pick them up recently, like the Spider-Man, because I was intrigued. So Mary Jane was in a different dimension.
Yeah.
And she fell in love with someone else.
That pissed me off so much. That pissed me off. Like, she fell in love with another dude.
Another guy.
And then, while Peter was trying to get her back, and like
right.
in my head, I'm like, and I don't like calling like people names. So I'm like, Mary Jane, you two-timing whore.
She's stepping out on Pete.
Yeah, and then Pete went to like a booty call. He went to Black Cat. I'm like, Pete, what are you doing?
Did he? Is that what he did?
Yeah, he went on a skiing trip, and then he went with Black Cat. Like,
nice.
Like they officially became a couple, I think. In my head, I'm like, what is going on?
I like Black Cat better, to be honest with you.
Yeah, true.
I remember the old comics when they started dating, and I'm like, yeah, this is a good couple.
Yeah, and I remember in the video game they teased that their relationship could have ended up in like parenthood because Black Cat said like, "Oh, Hammerhead has my son," and he was like, "Wait, whoa, what do you mean the son?" He's like, "Am I the dad?"
Spidey Jr. Good stuff, man.
I always wondered what he would be like as a dad.
Maybe we'll find. Actually, you can find out through Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, but the older Peter as a kid, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited for what they're gonna do in the third one to the trilogy because I really did like the second one. It kind of explored that multiverse, but I also want to see how they're gonna bring it to an end. Like, is Miguel O'Hara still gonna be hunting down Miles? Is he going to like cause another like anomaly? Like, who knows?
Right. Interesting. All right. I'm sorry, man. My shoot job won't leave me alone tonight.
Hey, I'm getting like they message me about me all the time, so I'm just like ignoring it. I just ignore it.
I'm salary, so it's kind of hard for me to ignore.
Yeah.
But I want to appreciate you coming on the podcast, man, and we definitely should explore that joint podcast together.
I'm down, bro.
Maybe we can get some friends to come on and give their opinions as well.
I already got a list of names that we could bring on.
Awesome. I'll make some calls. Maybe I can get Skills to come on. What do you think, Skills? Is he still on? He's had enough of me. He's got to make me some cheeseburgers.
Ooh.
All right.
Don't talk about cheeseburgers right now. I'm on like a very strict diet.
Me too, man. I'm going to the gym to work out after this.
Oh, I think my gym's closed. Yeah, my gym's closed.
Oh, I go to Planet Fitness, so they're open.
Yeah, I go to Crunch, and they close at like 10.
Now you got me playing with this thing. I can't leave it alone now. Everybody, I best I talk about my stuff going on. I'm so distracted by the Tesseract. Anyway, I just want to say that I am now an official ambassador of Dubby Energy. So be better. Get your Dubby Energy now, and make sure you use the code Papa Denk at the end, and you will save 10%.
Oh, I'm definitely getting that now.
Yeah, definitely, man. UFC Fit.
He works at UFC Fit. That's why he said that.
Skills is not making me cheeseburgers. He will. One day I will have those cheeseburgers. Also coming up for me. Go ahead, man.
Can I get a cheeseburger?
Sure, man. Sure. You come hang out with me at Wynn in September. Shoot, I got a lot of stuff going on, but I can't find all the graphics. There we go. EPW's Gold Rush Rumble, August 2nd. Go to victoryprowrestling.com to get your tickets for this extravaganza, as well as Titan Championship Wrestling. I will be the Saturday, September 16th. As you can see, it's a stack card as they're teaming up with Goddesses of War Wrestling to give you Blaze of Glory. But the owner owns both, so it's a special team up.
I see fellow comic book nerds on there.
Do you? Who?
Harleen.
Oh, Harleen? Oh, I didn't know she was into comics.
Yeah, like honestly, like I actually messaged her. What was her favorite thing? And I think it was Civil War, I believe, from if I'm correct.
Oh, when we plan this, we got to get her on.
Yeah, we
She's been on
definitely.
before with me, so I'll kind of mention it to her at the Titan thing.
All right.
All right, everybody. You have a great night. Make sure that you stay tuned because the vlog is coming up soon. Thank you, Bo Hunter. Appreciate you. Thank you, Serena, as always. And yeah, the vlog is coming out for my time at wrestling is now this past weekend. It's just taking me a while to edit it because it is really long. But everybody have a good night. Gabe, just stay for a moment. And I will be back tomorrow night with Steven Person. He's coming back on the podcast tomorrow night at 6:30 as we discuss the next New Evolution Wrestling, where Anthony Gangone faces Walter Icebox Diaz on Saturday, October 21st.
You had to show Walter.
You know Walter?
Oh yeah.
I don't know Walter.
I hate him.
Everybody have a